You're listening to Do This First, a daily personal development podcast that focuses on science-backed, actionable steps towards your best year ever. Hi, I'm Sandy, your host. It is 31 days away till the end of 2024. Today, we're going to talk about the pity party, as I promised yesterday that we would. The pity party is a mental drain. I've always wondered why some people like to bask, if I can say bask, in their misfortunes like a badge of honor. It's usually about validation and empathy from others. The scenario often involves sharing personal woes in a very exaggerated manner, typically focusing on past injustices or current struggles, the ex, while expressing sadness isn't really inherently negative. A pity party often lapses into a cycle of excessive self-pity, which can hinder personal growth and create a toxic environment for everyone that comes in contact with you. It's not good. Why it happens? Pity parties arise from a variety of emotional and psychological factors. Many people face hardships or disappointments and then they seek comfort in shared experiences, which there's nothing wrong with that. However, when the act of sharing transforms into dwelling on those experiences, it creates a sense of community based on misery instead of resilience and moving forward and conquering those events in your life that held you back at one point. Here are several reasons why pity parties occur. Number one, some people use it to seek attention. For some, indulging in self-pity serves as a way to capture attention. The loudest complainer in a group often receives support and sympathy, leading them to perpetuate negative narratives because they're getting rewarded for it. Number two, validation of feelings. Some people want their pain recognized. A pity party can provide a space where emotions are validated, though it often veers into unhealthy territory. Number three, avoidance of responsibility. Feeling sorry for oneself can distract from taking proactive steps to address life's challenges. This avoidance allows people to escape accountability. Not good. Number four, as a coping mechanism, those facing chronic stress or trauma, a pity party becomes a familiar mechanism to process their emotions rather than channeling those feelings into solutions. Some of the telltale signs that you are in a pity party. You can recognize these as they occur. Number one, excessive complaining. A constant stream of grievances without any attempt to redirect the conversation to solutions or positive outcomes might be a pity party. Number two, the inability to see someone else's perspectives. So if you focus solely or someone on yourself to the extent that you can't acknowledge the struggles of others, sounds like a pity party. Number three, lack of action. Despite repeated discussions of woes, there is little to no effort to change the situation or seek help. We all know people like that, right? You can spend 5 years without calling someone, and the day that you call them, it's the same narrative. Oh, they can't get over the ex, they can't get over this, the past childhood trauma, all kinds of stuff. So, no. Number four, defensiveness. When confronted or offered advice, people often react negatively, clinging tighter to their plight instead of considering alternatives. That's a person who's in a pity party. There are some personality types that tend to be more susceptible, and I want to kind of share those with you. So probably one that you guys knew for sure is the narcissist, right? Those who crave attention and validation may use pity as a means of drawing others to them, focusing on their feelings above all else. So the narcissist. A second personality type is the anxious individual. Stress and anxiety can lead to a cycle of negative thoughts where people might dwell on worst case scenarios and kind of feeding a pity mindset. And three, then you have people that have a depressive personality. People with this type of tendency find themselves caught in a cycle of self-pity, viewing their circumstances as unchangeable and perceiving themselves as perpetual victims. And that's sad. And then also I want to add, people that have high emotional intelligence, believe it or not, people that have high emotional intelligence tend to have lots of empathy towards others, and they can get sucked into someone's drama, someone's pity party because of their empathy, because of their emotional intelligence, of being very sensitive to other people's plights and feelings and emotions. You know that old adage, misery loves company? There's a reason why that adage exists. The essence of the pity party phenomenon is company. A person's woes can overshadow potential solutions in a group setting. When a single person initiates a pity party, it can prompt others to join in, leading to a feedback loop of negativity. This may feel comforting at first, but it ultimately reduces motivation to change and can reinforce a victim mentality. Not good, not good. Why do some people feel good about feeling bad? Have you noticed that? There's some people that like feeling bad. For many, indulging in feelings of sadness or frustration might provide a sense of catharsis. Some find solace in the idea of being understood and validated by others who sympathize with their struggles. This temporary reprieve can be mistaken for genuine emotional support, even if it distracts from finding real solutions or moving forward. Additionally, engaging in self-pity can serve as a means of avoiding confrontation with their problems. By focusing on feelings rather than causes, people can sidestep difficult conversations or challenging decisions. This can create a false sense of relief, though it ultimately leads to further entrapment and negativity. Another thing that's sad to say, but can be true in some instances, is that some people can use their pity party to try to manipulate others. Individuals who engage in pity parties might use their emotional state as a tactic. This behavior can create a cycle of dependency where the individual continually seeks attention and support, often at the expense of those around him or her. This manipulation can wear on the mental health of friends and family and even colleagues. It creates resentment and alienation. It's essential for those on the receiving end to recognize these patterns and maintain their emotional well-being. Because part of being successful is having inner peace and being grounded. So the pity party is something that you have to say no to. It's very important not to engage. Engaging in pity parties can sap your mental and emotional energy. People are draining. It leads to decreased well-being and happiness. To maintain peace and overall life satisfaction, it's crucial to just disengage from excessive whining or negativity. Here are a few reasons why. The emotional drain that we already touched on. The constant exposure to negativity can be exhausting, not only for the person who's in the pity party, but for anyone even around them that's you're subjected to the consistent negativity. Number 2, it reinforces negative patterns. Participating in a pity party can inadvertently reinforce self-pity and victimhood, hindering personal growth. Number 3, it hinders solutions. They're not in a solutioning mindset. Dwelling on negative experiences can create obstacles in strategizing resolutions to problems or making necessary changes in life. Changes that can help and improve their overall life satisfaction. And lastly, number 4, it absolutely creates a toxic environment. Pity parties can affect group dynamics, creating resentment or causing disengagement among peers, friends, and even family. If you feel yourself slipping into a woe is me type feeling, one of the best things you can do is focus on solutions. Think about practical steps to address whatever issue is making you feel that way. Create an action plan and move past the pity party and keep moving forward. You can also surround yourself with positive, life-affirming people that uplift and inspire rather than those steeped in negative energy. Limit interactions with individuals who habitually engage in pity parties. Protect your emotional well-being by maintaining healthy boundaries. Pity parties can easily turn into harmful cycles of negativity. It affects both the individual and the community they are involved in. Recognizing and understanding the personality type susceptible to this behavior can help you move past this type of rein effectively. While seeking comfort in shared struggles is natural, if it's left unchecked, it can create strife-ridden, pessimistic environments where you are always unhappy. You, your family, your friends, and your colleagues deserve better. If you like what you're hearing, don't forget to leave a review. You can also read a full transcript of this podcast episode and all of my podcast episodes on my blog, dothisfirst.life. And while you're there, you can sign up for my weekly newsletters. I have so many. Just pick as many as you like or want. And if you have a topic that you would love for me to do a deep dive on, more than happy to do so. Just submit it in the online form on my website. And while you're there, you can also listen to all of my podcast episodes. You can also listen to many of my podcast episodes on my YouTube channel. And my handle there is @DoThisFirst. Tomorrow we'll continue with our micro series of finishing strong. And right now we're focusing on turning inward, maintaining that peace, positivity, that growth mindset that is going to ensure that you finish strong, not only this year, but every year moving forward. Till tomorrow. Moving past the rain.